Welcome back, everybody, to the New Orleans Saints franchise on Madden 24. We're taking on the Cincinnati Bengals today as Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase return to the stadium where they won the 2020 College Football National Championship. The Bengals enter at 3-5, while the Saints have won their last 3. We recovered from a bad start to the year in part because our defense has been much improved. We hired Adam Rodgers as our new defensive coordinator, and we're going to continue developing him so we can build a better defense. Over this win streak, we're allowing 16.6 points per game, and a big reason why is the success of Tommy Tomlinson, who has earned the captain's patch, as I think he's been the best defensive player on the team this year. Now, he hasn't picked off many passes lately, so I'll be looking forward to his next one. And what a test we have today for this defense as we face LSU legendary quarterback Joe Burrow. And he throws to the best receiving core in football. With Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, they were already one of the best. Darius Portis has made them even stronger. In his second year, he's already among the league's top receivers this season with 561 yards and 5 touchdowns. Our secondary's played great lately, but they haven't seen a team quite like Cincinnati. Now the Bengals are only 3-4. That's despite being the number 1 passing team in football, but they haven't done well running the football, and their defense has fallen off this year. They're trying to recover. We're trying to stay hot. Welcome in to our 8th game, everybody. And it's the Saints offense who will see the football first as we get underway. And here comes Jacoby Pearman. Cuts inside and tries to weave his way around the pursuit, and he's taken down. Over our 3-game win streak, the Saints have scored 26 points a game. In last episode, Blake Westbrook took that leap to star development. He's continuing to develop, and he's showing that franchise quarterback potential. With 2 tight ends on the field on first down, it starts with Jadarius Roby carrying, and he gains 7. Roby's coming off his best game as a Saint, maybe his best game as a pro. Here's Westbrook to the air on second down, and that is caught! Josh Oliver into Bengal territory. It's a 38-yard catch and run. Last week, our big plays went to the tight ends, and we're going back to it here today. Handoff, Roby. Muscles out a few yards on this touch. Same personnel, and a play fake, under pressure, Westbrook finds Kevin Blackwell, and he's inside the 10. The Saints march inside the 5, here on the opening possession. First and goal, pitch out, Roby, he fights his way in for the touchdown, and the Saints put together a very impressive opening drive. 7-0 New Orleans. And here comes Joe Burrow. A lot of Saints fans are probably massive fans of his at LSU. He's continued that success into the NFL. Currently the NFL's leading passer. 17 touchdowns and starts at the 25. Burrow under pressure, out of the pocket, and delivers a strike. And there is the young Darius Portis who makes the catch. The running back is Greg Bush. As Portis comes in motion, it's a give, and bouncing outside is Bush for a short pickup. Ball is at the 42. Burrow quick and complete to Jamar Chase. And the LSU connection takes them into Saint territory. Here's a give with Bush again, falling ahead to the 43. A second tight end in for Cincinnati, and here is Bush with running room inside the 25, and finally tackled by Tomlinson at the 13. The Saints' run defense has been an issue again this season, and the Bengals now go empty. To the end zone, Burrow to former Raven tight end Isaiah Likely, and they match the Saints' touchdown. Nice start for both offenses. It's been a lot more rare this year to see both teams get opening drive points. Saints will take over, and in the backfield, nobody blocked Trey Hendrickson. That play never had a chance. From the 24, it's Westbrook. It's hit. It's Garrett Wilson now, and he gets a short pickup, and it sets up third down. Westbrook climbs, throwing across the middle, and it's dropped by Jacoby Pearman. And that'll give it back to the Bengals. Two tight ends again. Burrow heads to the air. With time, he goes underneath, and it's Jamar Chase. A catch and run for a first down. Now they bring in Elijah Mitchell as the running back. Burrow with time, delivers a strike, and it's caught. Jamar Chase at the 35 of New Orleans. You've got LSU legends on the Bengals side, Ohio State legends on the Saints side. A very conflicting game. That's caught. T. Higgins inside the 10. Unfortunately, it was on the wrong end of that LSU National Championship game. Now catching passes from Burrow, and it's Mitchell finishing the drive, and the Bengals take the lead. We have 4 drives and 3 touchdowns. We could be in for a lot more fireworks than we've seen to this point. And the extra point gets blocked. That's Jonathan Jones. And it'll be a 13-7 game now. It's all about the offenses here in the first. Saints ball, play fake Westbrook. He looks downfield, and that's caught again by Josh Oliver. Already racking up the receiving yards today, and he's into Cincinnati territory. On first down, again in the backfield, Roby goes down as the Bengals get aggressive. Now it's Westbrook back to the air. He lobs it out and overthrows Chris Olave. He had a lot of green in front of him. It brings up third down. Westbrook has time, airs it out, and it's caught. Jacoby Pearman hauls it in. And the Saints are back in the red zone for the second time today. He beat Christian Fulton. Here's Roby, running room, and spun inside the 10. Goal to go, Saints. They bring in Reggie Gilliam. Westbrook steps up, lost the ball, and the Saints are back on it, thankfully. As Derek Nottie appears to be hurt at the end of that play. Now second down, time to throw, and Westbrook finds Pearman for the touchdown. And the Saints, with an extra point, have a chance to retake the lead. This team looks like they've already grown a lot over the course of this season. The offense started slow. Now they've picked up the pace. And the extra point puts them on top. I guess it becomes a question now of if these defenses can begin making plays. Here's Burrow on the run. He pulled it back. Nobody expected it. And he picks up 15 as his center, Connor McGovern, is shaken up. First down, and it's through the hands, and that was Elijah Mitchell. Jamar Chase on the inside as Burrow delivers a strike, and that's hauled in by Likely. They make their way into New Orleans territory again. Third down for Burrow. Off his spot, chased and throws it away. Eric Armstead applied the pressure. And the Bengals look to bring out the punt team. Nice stop there for New Orleans. And this is Michael Dixon, excellent punter. And he pins the Saints at their own 6-yard line. But they have the football in the lead now. 7 and change to play in the first half. They run with Roby. And he fights his way up to the 11. Two tight ends. Another Roby carry in the middle opens up. And he brings it across the 25 for a 16-yard run. Gives this offense some room now. And they'll pitch it out to Kendre Miller. Working towards the edge as he picks up 5. Saints go with 3 straight runs to open the drive. Now the fake. Westbrook downfield and caught. It's Garrett Wilson. 10-5 touchdown. Over the top for 68. And the Saints extend their lead. That is Blake Westbrook showing off the strong arm. You've got to hit big plays with these guys. This receiving core is too talented to not have that be part of the offense. 21-13. And the Bengals now, a little play action delivered to Jamar Chase. 9 yards. 4 and change now. Getting up in press coverage on third down. Play fake, Burrow, intercepted! It's Julian Love. He spins away from Chase, and Burrow brings him down in frustration. The Saints lead by 8 and have picked off the league's leading passer. That's Julian Love just roaming the middle. Burrow doesn't even see the second defender there. Julian Love's had an outstanding year. And I think he's been a huge addition to this secondary. And the Saints will take over at their own 30. I'm sorry, at the Bengal 30. Here's Kendre Miller now. It's overpowered on a short run. 3 and change to go. Westbrook, he is intercepted, and there's a flag. And Westbrook's on the ground, so you can assume what this could be. It is roughing the passer on Cincinnati. And I think this is a pretty good call. I'm not even biased. Just, it's late as he throws him to the ground. Joseph Osai. And the Saints now have the drive extended, and they bring Wilson across. And he runs the Saints to the 6. Third down and 3. 3 receivers. They get the snap off in time. Incomplete for Garrett Wilson. It was Logan Wilson defending. And the Saints will get 3 points off the turnover as they go up 2 scores on Cincinnati. 24-13. But now a 2-minute drill for Joe Burrow. Bengals want to get some of those points back, and they go inside. A good run here. It's Greg Bush up towards the 45. They've got plenty of time and all their timeouts. Burrow underneath. This is Higgins. Very short gain. And Eric Armstead now looks to be hurt. He's the leader of this defensive tackle group, especially with no Brian Bresee. He was traded away. 3rd and 7. Caught! First down. Greg Bush took a shot there from Zaven Collins. Bengals will stay empty, and Burrow delivers to Likely. Bengals call their first timeout. Now 48 seconds left, and it's Likely again. Another first down as they get closer. Time starting to become a factor, though. 20 seconds left. That is caught. Isaiah Likely at the 9. They hurry up. Down to 5 seconds. Now they call a timeout. It was getting a little too close there to run one more play. They will get their 3. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. Both offenses have played really well so far. And we're going to be in for one of our higher scoring games of the year, it appears. Saints lead 24-16. We're trying to battle towards first place in the NFC South. The teams below us are playing today, and it's a 1-point game going into half there. Panthers and Bucks each have 2 victories. And in Houston, we have the Texans and the Cowboys this week. These are 2 of the best teams in the league this season. They are tied at 21, about to go into halftime. And for the Texans, receiver Theo Hopkins is still putting together an incredible rookie year. It's fun to see the young receivers that are continuing to develop into stars throughout the league. There are so many great receivers. You got 4 of the best alone in this game. And the Bengals down by 8 will start with the ball here in the 3rd. And a little misdirection in the hands of Portis. Turns into a short gain. 3rd and 1, a full yard to go. And it's Bush. Hit by Collins, but he gets enough. And now you've got Paul Redmond shaken up. And this is a team already missing Eric Armstead. Handoff. Bush right side. Good gain of around 8. So you've got DJ Jones and Justin Medlock as the 2 D tackles. Bengals continue to run it. and do successfully. It's a first down for Elijah Mitchell. Again to midfield. It's Burrow back to pass. Looks long. Caught by Higgins. He breaks the tackle and will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Excellent timing on this throw by Joe Burrow. And then Higgins makes two defenders miss. This needs to be a tackle. Alex Sharp, the rookie, can't bring him down. And the Bengals now set up to go for two. This would tie it. Burrow. Sideline, incomplete for Higgins. And it remains a Saints lead, 24-22. Blake Westbrook carrying on his recent success into this week. Off the play action, he floats downfield and cannot find Wilson. He threw it out of bounds. Third down now, Westbrook fakes. Lofting again, and it's bobbled incomplete by Jacoby Pearman. This was actually a pretty good throw. Pearman gets a strong release from the slot, and it's in the right spot, that outside shoulder. But Pearman is not the most reliable pass catcher. He's dropped a couple today. And the Bengals now with good field position. Time for Burrow, on the money for Likely. Any minor void in the defense has been spotted by Joe Burrow. Here's a give, and Bush is taken down by Zaven Collins. Run defense could be even more of a concern here with the depleted line. On third down, Portis reels it in. Burrow's timing and accuracy is just impeccable. Bengals into the red zone, and Bush running ahead has an opening and brings the Bengals inside the 10. They trailed by 2 scores late in the first, now trying to take the lead. Out of the pocket, this is hauled in and down to the 2. They take the receivers off the field now, 3rd and goal. Handoff, Mitchell, touchdown! Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah could not keep him from breaking the plane. And it's the Bengals who are in front here in the 3rd. 3 and change to go. It's a good run now for Cincinnati. Here's Roby, gets to the outside, makes a move across midfield, and is down in Bengal territory. Approaching 100 yards for the 2nd straight week. Now at the Bengal 44. Quick pressure. It's a screen. Roby inside. Almost got the first down. They bring in Kendre Miller now with a full yard to go. Miller carries and cannot get the yard. It is 4th and inches. And the Saints keep the offense on the field. I formation. Roby is in. And they give it to the fullback. It's Gilliam for the first down. Got a few extra on that carry. Now as the 4th quarter approaches, Jadarius Roby across the 20. And that'll take us into the final quarter. Saints down 5 but driving. And give it to Gilliam. And he hammers away at the defense for 4 more. Offset eye now on 2nd down. Rolling right, Westbrook to the end zone, and caught for the touchdown! It's Garrett Wilson, and his 2nd of the game. The Saints are back in front. Perfect strike from Blake Westbrook, and they will attempt the 2-point conversion. They go with 2 receivers left and 2 to the right. Westbrook blitzed, and it's off the mark for Jacoby Pearman. It'll be a 1-point game as we continue on. What a game here this week. Play action, Joe Burrow floats downfield, and that's caught by T. Higgins, and they're right back into New Orleans territory. From our 49, Burrow goes short. It's caught by Greg Bush. A gain of 8. Burrow almost at 300 yards through the air. Handoff, Bush, and straight ahead. The Saints having trouble slowing him down. Nearly a 100-yard game. Now inside the 30. Burrow's chased, fires, and it's caught. They rule that a catch for Darius Portis. And the Saints quickly got the challenge flag out there. Was a very bang play, but he might have been dragging the toes as the ball came in. And this play is going to stand. The Saints will lose a timeout. 3rd and 3. Handoff, and Bush is taken down by James Houston. Big play for the Saints, but only down 1. A field goal for the Bengals puts them on top. 32-30. We've had a couple missed 2-point tries in this game, a blocked extra point. 2 points separate these teams. Westbrook out to Pierman on the screen, following Wilson, and he's got a good pickup again. Busy day for Jacoby Pierman, while Chris Olave is without a catch. Fake from Westbrook, downfield and open, caught by Wilson at the Bengal 35. It's been his biggest day as a Saint. 5 and change to play. They go with Roby on the stretch. And a decent pickup. 3rd down. Again out of the eye. They go with Roby. Now to the left. And he is denied. Not even close that time. And it's 4th down. And the Saints are making no motion for the kicking team to come out. They're going to leave the offense on the field. They'll go for it. Got to get inside the 25. Westbrook, pressured, incomplete. And it's a turnover on downs with the Saints not kicking the field goal. Chris Olave was open here for a couple yards, enough to get the 1st down. And instead, the Bengals are going to take over with 4 to play, and the defense has to try and get it back. Motion from Likely. Handoff. It is Bush, and he's stuffed by Julian Love. Ball at the 28. Burrow short. There's Higgins. Slammed down by Collins, and it's 3rd down. Hoping to give the offense another chance. They bring the extra man. Caught! 1st down! Jamar Chase. And that'll take us to the warning. Saints have 2 timeouts still. It is Bush, and he doesn't go far on this carry. They spend their 2nd. Split back now, and the handoff to Mitchell gets a couple. And the Saints are out of timeouts. They need this play if they want a chance. And the Bengals go empty. It's Burrow on 3rd down. He fires, and it's caught! Isaiah Likely will end this game on his 11th catch. What a game from Joe Burrow. The Bengals really needed to win this game, and they'll get to 4-5 as the Saints have their 3-game win streak snapped, and they will go to 4-4. That's a tough one to lose, as I thought our offense played pretty well again this week. And of course, we had a chance to take the lead with a field goal instead of going for it, but I didn't want to put the trust in our defense with under a 3-point lead. I wanted to go and get at least more time off the clock and try to get a touchdown. Not a ton of mistakes today, but not hitting Chris Olave here was a pretty significant one. As a matter of fact, Chris Olave didn't catch a single pass this week. Jacoby Pierman did. We only threw 18 passes because we didn't have the ball that much. We couldn't take it away from Cincinnati. Joe Burrow was pretty much unstoppable as our defense reverted into kind of year 3 form again. Now, EA did drop another update. I hope they're done soon with patches because every time it seems there's something we have to adjust with the sliders. But I'm not going to change anything after this game. You know, we played a quarterback who has almost perfect ratings with incredible receivers. So I don't know exactly like if this is an example of the sliders now needing a little tweak there. Anytime a quarterback has like that completion percentage above like 80 or 85, like you wonder, but I'll hold off for now. We'll see if we can bounce back against Minnesota next week. So we are now 4-4 on the season. Blake Westbrook, 15 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. Over his last 4 games, he has 9 touchdowns to 2 picks. And we've had over 60% completion percentage in 3 of those 4 games. So there's definitely some improvement there. But what everybody's going to think about now is what happened the second half of each of the last 2 years, where we were around 500 and then lost just a ton of games in a row until our season was basically over. We have to avoid that this year. We've already had a couple really bad 5-win seasons. We're at 4 wins. I don't count on only winning 1 more this year. However, we have some challenges defensively, as Eric Armstead is now going to miss a few games with a torn labrum. The hits keep coming there at D-tackle. Now, what I'm going to do is take Jazir Selvi off of the injured reserve. I'm not planning on playing him, but if he's hurt, he's not going to develop at all. Injured players don't get training XP now in Madden. I think that's as of this game. I'm pretty sure injured players still got development last year. But I'm going to take him off the injured reserve and then release Fedarian Mathis. We already have DJ Jones and then Medlock and Redmond, so I'm okay if Selvi is the number 4 there and gets a little practice development. But D-tackle is a big concern of mine as we look to take on the Minnesota Vikings next week, which means we face another elite receiver in Justin Jefferson. They have Jordan Addison as well, TJ Hawkinson. Can't say it's going to be a lot easier than it was this week. Chad Watkins isn't quite Joe Burrow, but he looks like a very solid quarterback that has been the answer for Minnesota. He's gotten better basically every year, at least in some category. And the Vikings are 5-3, and they're looking to go back to the postseason. Jordan Addison is currently their leading receiver, ahead of Justin Jefferson, and their leading pass rusher in sacks is Andrew Madden, who has 4. And I just realized we haven't talked about Juan Beard, it feels like, in a really long time. Our pass rush has been really weak this season. And that's going to be another area of focus when it comes to scouting, and we'll go over that pretty shortly. But looking around the league, Saquon Barkley is the current leading rusher and is already at 1,000 yards, as T. Higgins now becomes the NFL's leading wide receiver. We're also at the point now where we can check on the progress for the yearly awards and see who the current favorites are. When it comes to Rookie of the Year, Blake Westbrook is only in 5th place, and there are a bunch of non-quarterbacks ahead of him. Last year, Kevin Blackwell won Rookie of the Year, and the current leader is a player who is extremely similar. Kevin Blackwell had 85 speed, normal development, and was a clear vertical threat at tight end. Nick Brooks has that same skill set, and he's the favorite now in Seattle. Funny how that's working out. So the Seahawks have a really good quarterback tight end pair that we have to try and top with Westbrook, along with a couple more pass catchers. It's not going to be easy. Thankfully, we already got Westbrook 2-star development. But when it comes to next year's draft, what are we focusing on? So our scouts are focused on defensive ends, running back is there a couple times, D-end, and D-tackle. Now, running back is there because it's a strength of this class, and there are a lot of early options that all have archetypes that I think could complement Jadarius Roby. So I don't think running back's a huge priority, but there aren't a lot of positions that I think are, like receiver, corner, safety, linebacker. I'm not really looking at those spots. Running back, yeah, if there's a talent that makes sense, I'm interested, but I think that the defensive line is the top priority. There's a lot of really good players that could go in the top 5 or top 10. I'm hoping wherever we land, we have a chance to get an impact player. Juan Beard hasn't lived up to my expectations. And now even more concerning, I think, is that James Houston is taking such a step back this year that I wonder how far his development could drop. But in this class, I think you have some really good first-round options, and I'm also happy that there are other players beyond the first round that I think could also contribute. So here is Nathan Witt from Notre Dame. I think the combine on him looks pretty good. And then C awareness, obviously that's going to be a little bit lower in overall, so you think third round maybe there. Dakota Henning is pretty intriguing. He has B power moves, B to D awareness, and seems to be a solid athlete, so I want more info. Then there's Joshua Kilgore, another power rusher who has really good size, 271 pounds, B awareness, B to D power moves. I want more on him. Carlos Lucas as well, really strong defensive end. I'd also like some of these ends to help us out more in the run game. Of course, that's been a big issue. And then D-tackle as well, after moving on from Brian Bresee. I didn't have our 2-star scout at D-tackle just because it's a little bit thinner up top. I feel like I can use the private workouts and the extra scouting options there to find out more info on the top D tackles. It's just not a very deep class. So I have one scout that's focused on a region that I think covers at least a couple of them. So our winning streak is now snapped, and the schedule stays tough as we face the Vikings and Falcons. It's imperative we do not let another losing streak go on and sink another season. It's been enough of that here in the franchise. So can we bounce back against the Vikings? That is our goal next time. Thank you all for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day.